What's going on, friend? In this episode, we're going to be checking out the Marshall Suite by Softube. I'm Jorge Lanzas, and now we break it down, baby. Alright, thank you so much for being here once again. And remember, as usual, like, subscribe, and do all those cool little things that we like to do on YouTube so that you and I can stay in touch with each other. Anyway, so like I said, today we're checking out the Marshall Suite by the people in Softube. And Softube is a really well-known company in the audio world because they make really nice plugins and they're very expensive. They are like literally never on sale. It's not like you're going to find Softube for 29 bucks.
Maybe in the future, hopefully.
And all I know is that they sound really good. And when they came up with this like actual licensed Marshall collection, I thought I had to check it out. And I've been sleeping on it a little bit, but the other day somebody in the comments said that I should probably check a Marshall, and I thought, perfect occasion. So let's go ahead and check it out. Today we're gonna be using my PRS SC Custom 2408 because, like I say, we have really nice humbucker tones, but we have really nice single coil sounds too. Okay, first, like sort of like disclaimer, I'm gonna be doing this my way. We're not going to be checking presets because I already kind of did that. I realized that there's a few things that I definitely cannot live with, but
I knew Softube knew better.
So let's just start by exploring the interface a little bit. And we have right here 5 different amps. And like right here in the bottom, it's like where we have our little menu system. And we have a pre-section, then we have the amp, then we would have our cabinet section and microphones. And they have a pretty nice collection of 57, SM7B, 421, a 47, 414, a 121, and a 160, all the industry standards. Then they have that little compression in the end, and this plugin that has been killing me today because I was checking presets and every preset to me sounded terrible. And I started realizing it's because of this. It sounds literally like you're living inside of a pipe. It's just not a flattering sound for an amp. So what we're going to start doing is turning everything off so that we can actually hear the amp. Okay, nothing here either. And I guess there's a global here. Yes, sir. Okay, and let's just start by checking our amps. Starting here on the left with the
Blues Breaker.
And I'm going to start on my neck pickup in split position. Volume like around 8.5. Okay, the first thing that I'm noticing is that it's very hot. Let's turn this down. Maybe, I guess, maybe 6. Yeah, that's good. Let's start by just like having one input, because right now I can see that they're bridged over here. Let me turn my guitar all the way up. Wow, it sounds really nice. Why don't we add a little bit of reverb here in the end? Just the tiniest bit. Wow, they don't have like a spring reverb? I mean, Marshall has probably some of the best sounding spring reverbs I've ever heard. But okay, let's have a tiny little bit of reverb. Just a tiny bit. Let's make it long. Okay, that sounds okay. I wish it was brighter. Let's turn the bass down, the treble up. Now there's a little bit of a vibe in the back. Okay, yeah, this amp is... And it has that sweetness that I keep talking about when I talk about Marshall amps. And that's why when I was like reviewing the free version of Amplitube 5, like right here in this video, I was saying that the Marshall amps they have, to me, they're really great sounding amps. But the minute I start thinking that it's a Marshall, I don't have what I'm expecting. And what I'm expecting is this sweetness. It's just sweet as sweet can be. Okay, let's hear channel 2. What happens? And let's just hear them back to back. Feels to me a little bit like channel 1 has a bit more brightness. That cleaned up a lot right here in the bottom section, so I assume that's for less gain. Nice, now let's bridge it. Okay, that sounds pretty nice. Let's see if we do this. Vintage. Let's add a little bit of presence. Let's try to clean it up a bit. Turn all the volumes down. Wow. Wow. Let me tell you, this Blues Breaker might be my favorite amp that I've tried all year long. It just has so much character and like... literally everything I want in every single sound. Okay, so next amp, Marshall JMP 2203. And see how, for example, when I had it on like single coil sound, it just feels a little bit bright and brittle. And as soon as I put the humbucker sound, it just translates to clarity and definition when I have a little bit more gain. There's that Marshall sweetness that I keep talking about. Let's clean it up a bit. Wow. I love how sometimes certain amps, when you turn the bass up, what you hear is like the string getting thicker, right? It's just such a sweet tone. I'm just going to keep saying it forever. I love how when you push it all the way up, it's still a very quiet amp. I'm sure this has something to do with it because there's a gate. Can we turn it off? Oh, there it is. Even with the gate off. Okay, pretty nice. Maybe not like a chug machine, but really nice. Okay, let's move on to the Marshall Plexi Super Lead 1959. And let's start in that neck pickup PAF style. Alright, let's just start in channel 1. That's really nice tone, in my opinion. Let's see what happens in channel 2. Channel 2 is like a darker version. Let's try to clean it up a bit. See what happens. I guess this one doesn't want to be a clean amp. Let's bridge it. Really nice tone. Nice, nice, nice. Let's try to boost it all the way up. Neck pickup. Beautiful. All right, let's keep moving to the Marshall Silver Jubilee 2555. Let's try to gain this thing all the way up. That has a little bit of a vibe right there. Let's see if we can turn the treble almost as high as we can go. It sounds really good. Now let's try to do the opposite and just clean it up almost as much as we can. Okay. Okay, that sounds good, but I think like my favorite is still like that Blues Breaker. Let me know in the comment section down below what is your favorite. Okay, let's check the JCM 800. Okay, let's give it a little bit of gain. And by a little bit, I mean all the way up. That tone is like so recognizable. Like, it's just like imprinted in my head. Like it a lot. To me, it sounds really, really good. Wow, overall, like these amps are really incredibly sounding. But overall, again, my favorite is this Blues Breaker. Right, on that note, why don't we just go get some conclusions? Let's go. All right, I feel like overall, it's just like a great amp collection. I loved every single one of the sounds that I got. And if I were to pick my favorite, I would say definitely that Blues Breaker. I almost want to say that it's like a must-have in your studio. It just sounds so good. And I bet you if I were to like play with it, because right now I just had like all the settings basically as they come. And it's still just such a nice sounding amp. I feel like you cannot go wrong if you were to buy that one. It just sounds really good. If we were to get one, it'll be that one. And the suite is not super expensive because right now, at least, let's see. Right now, the Marshall suite is $100, which is not terrible. And just the Blues Breaker alone would be $50. So yeah, I feel like that's not too bad, $50. And I want to say that I'm really for this new generation of like amp sims. Like I feel like there's a lot to choose from. And in my opinion, I feel like we kind of like need to break from that paradigm of like, oh, I just want to cram as many features as I can and like all these effects and all these things. I think like people just want like a faithful recreation of a really good amp that people just can use and know that it's going to give them exactly what they want. And I kind of want to say that maybe a company like JHS or something like that that has all the pedals that you can imagine, maybe should do a plugin that they have like a pedal for you, right? That we can maybe integrate and this kind of things. Or they should do like some kind of like joint venture or something like that because these guys are making incredible amps. I didn't get to go to like the effects and everything like that because this is not like a Softube amp room review. I just really wanted to listen to the Marshall sounds. And yeah, so that Blues Breaker, incredible. The 2203, I feel like you can go with or without, at least for my kind of use. That's not my favorite amp. This 1959 is just really, really nice. I want to say all of them sound super sweet. The Silver Jubilee, nice. It's just like a really great Age of Breakup sound. And the JCM 800, man. It just sounds exactly like what you remember in your head. So overall, I'm not one to give anybody praises too much, but Softube, incredible amps. But I'm going to bash you on this. When I was trying to familiarize with the plugin to make this video, I was browsing to all these presets. And man, at least all the sounds that I went through, they're being ruined by at least this plugin right here. You guys are overdoing it with that guy. It's just way too much. And it just makes you feel like you're trapped in like a pipe or something, like a sewer. It's just like a horrible sound. Like when I was listening to the presets, I was just like, wow, this is terrible. But I knew that the people at Softube were so good. If I wouldn't have known that Softube is such a good company, I would have just thrown that plugin away. Because literally I'm a customer, right? And I was just trying to test it. And I got the free trial. And if I were to just guide my decision by the presets that I hear, at least they need to take this guy off. And I would say maybe use like a spring reverb or something just to like make it feel more like an amp instead of just like a collection of sounds. Because I feel like the sound that you guys achieved with these amps is incredible. The Age of Breakup is amongst the best I've ever heard. This Blues Breaker is incredible. I feel like the more companies like this are delivering products at this kind of level, I just kind of want to have like, oh, I want to have a Blues Breaker from this company. Oh, I want to have like the Imperial Tonkin from that other company. Oh, I want a Dumble from this other company. Oh, the Mesa Boogie from that other company. You know, like you actually have like your collection of amps. That's how good they're getting. And we might make a video trying to discuss why some people want to bash on amp sims. And I kind of have a pretty good idea of what the reasonings are. And I think that they're right, but they're also wrong.
But
Before I keep talking too much, remember, like if you like this video, definitely subscribe, stay warm, stay safe, go to the comment section down below and let me know what you think. Other than that, I'm out, my friend. Thank you for being here.